Alright, hey guys, what's up? 8 by Brian here, and I am back with a flea market pickups catch-up video. Now I just want to say that this is not going to be everything that I've found over the past 4 to 5 months or so, because I know it's been a long time since I've done a flea market pickups video. This is just going to be the best of the best of what I've found and what I've picked up over the past couple of months or so. So this is only my very best, like all these would have been finds of the months, my rarest stuff that I picked up over the almost half a year now, or 3 to 4 months that it's been since I've done one of these videos. Also, I want to take a minute or two just to get all of you guys out there caught up. Like I said before, my videos have really been inconsistent, and I'm sorry guys, there hasn't been a toy review Thursday in a long time, and that's mainly because I'm just working a ton of hours at my work right now. I'm working between like 50 to 60 hours a week, plus like we're really short staffed. I'm driving an hour to 2 hours, I'm driving like 2 hours a day back and from work, and Thursdays I get home really late and I'm just really beat and really tired. I am absolutely planning on still bringing back the Toy Review Thursdays soon. It's just I have to find a schedule that works for me to where I'm not exhausted and I can fit better lengthy toy review videos into my upload schedule. And, that way they're not rushed. I do like to do some longer ones. I like some of the smaller ones too, but I like a good mix. I know everybody misses those. The flea market videos with the pickups and stuff, those are hard just because of, like, you guys know I find a ton of stuff. So for me to do that every month, it's like an hour of prep time just to find everything. But I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's still stuck with the channel and sticking with me. I am still uploading. It's just I am really working like crazy, so please guys bear with me as the channel is going through some changes at the moment. But anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get right into it, and I'll show you guys my best of the best flea market pickups. So first off, I'll just start off with some miscellaneous finds. One of my favorite batch of miscellaneous finds that I picked up recently was, this was all in one find. I picked up a bunch of little candy containers, and these are pretty hard to find. Like, these were made by Tops, and I have a couple of these already, but I got 2 more of these little orange fire hydrants. And I just think they're cool because they're stuff that, like, I remember getting at, like, local stores in my area, like local convenience stores when I was a kid. And then a whole bunch, I wish I could find one with the candy still in it one day, of the different color variations of, like, the one I did for Halloween, the Mr. Bones candy coffins. And I'll put up larger pictures of the smaller stuff so you guys can see what it is that I'm actually showing here. But these are pretty hard to find too, and they're hard to find in all the color variations. So I think I've got pretty much every color now, because I already had a few before. So a couple of yellow, the green, and then in this same lot too, not necessarily rare, but just fun, a little Garfield like bike reflector from a General Mills or Kellogg's cereal box premium. And then these were really cool too. These are little knockoff hollow plastic Mad Balls, and as you can see, one is supposed to be Slobulous and one is supposed to be Arg. And how neat are these? I've never seen anything like these before. They say made in China, but I think they're more than likely like Brazilian or like Mexican knockoffs. Like, those are really common to find, but really cool. You guys know that I love Mad Balls, so those were a really neat little find. And then in the same vein with other candy containers too, I also found this Nintendo Legend of Zelda. It's a little Link bubblegum container. You can see he's blue. He has his shield and sword. So that's really neat. Very interesting. And some other miscellaneous stuff too. I think I got these for like $1 or $2 each. I found 2 sealed packs of Masters of the Universe trading cards. So I have a bunch of these already open, but that's really cool. The gum is still inside of them. And just some really great artwork there with He-Man and Skeletor, so really neat. As you guys know, I'm a huge Masters of the Universe fan, so those are really cool to pick up. Also, I picked up this very unusual, very rare, let's see, I don't remember the variant that this is called, but this is PVC Slimer Kenner Real Ghostbusters PVC figure, and this is from Spain. These were manufactured in Spain and Portugal, so very, very rare, very unusual that you'll find this in the States at all. Very uncommon. I just love the way that he looks. They really nailed Slimer in that, so that looks really good. I also found, I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but this is a GoBot. I believe his name is Pincer. He's like a scorpion. And I didn't know this until I actually researched him, but he is rare because he was a mail-away GoBot. So there's a black version of him, which I've actually seen at a toy shop near me at Play With His Toys. But this color, the green and purple variant, is very rare because this was a mail-away. So still, I don't know if the value's that high on it, just because a lot of people don't collect GoBots, so it's one of those things where, yeah, it'll be rare, but, I mean, there's not that many people out there that are collecting GoBots, but it's just a neat, unusual collectible. Also, I picked up this, let's see, it's Star Trek II Wrath of Khan video game watch. Now, how cool is that? That's like the Tiger Electronic and the Nintendo Game & Watches, but like, wow, like Star Trek II Wrath of Khan, like I never would have even thought somebody would have taken the time. It's probably just a little Space Invaders, like left and right shooter. I haven't put a battery in to test it yet, so I don't know if it works, but just a really weird and crazy find, and this is, yeah, really, really rare. I think I've seen some online selling between like 50 and $100. They're pretty unbelievably rare. Another one of my favorite finds too. I still don't know what this is, but I think he's another KO. This appears to be a knockoff muscle figure. It looks like it would have came from a vending machine. As you can see, he is all silver. Now, he's the same as the common variant, how you have the guy with the screw head with the bolt. But never of these, I've never seen any of these painted in metallic silver. And he also has a blob on the top of his head that wasn't cut off, so you can tell in the manufacturing process they didn't snip that off when they sent him out, you know, and put him in a bubblegum machine, which I'm assuming where he came from. It does have the YO, you know, Kinemon muscle stamp on the back, but I guarantee you that's just a bootleg stamp. There's no way this is real, because there's too much excess material around the hands, so it's not a clean die, and all the muscle figures are very sharp, they're very clean, they have a really hard, rubbery feel, and he's way too flexible. There are no muscle figures that are that unbelievably, like, bendable. I can, like, bend him in half without breaking him. Like, he should not do that, so that, everything there indicates that this is a knockoff. And just really interesting. I've never seen one like this before, and they did them in neon fluorescent colors, but this almost looks like it was hand painted or just cheaply painted silver. There are none of these that exist, so this is definitely a knockoff in my opinion. Very interesting. Something else that I found that was cool, pretty rare, I would think, especially for a excuse me, for a wild flea market find. I found one of the Peo Smurf houses. And what's cool about this is it has the box. And the reason I call them Peo, I'm sure a lot of people would contradict me because they're made by Schleich, like a German or like a Norwegian type company, like Holland or something. And but you don't see the boxes very often. So to find the box, I've got a couple of Smurfs already in there. The door that opens, but how cool is that? Look at the artwork on that. That's really awesome. Very neat. So that was a really neat find. And then also in the same vein with PVC figures, this was a really great lot that I found at a thrift store. Very uncommon, and it's a bunch of Inspector Gadget PVCs. Now, generally, you usually see this guy, the Inspector Gadget, on the roller skates. I already have one of him in my collection, so he's not that hard to find. These are also from Spain, so that's why you don't see them as much in America. This is one of him with the little siren on the top of his head, and he has the pen light out. Now, this is where we start to get into more uncommon territory. And then, amazingly, I couldn't believe this, I almost have the entire set now. We have, of course, Inspector Gadget's niece, Penny. We have Brain, Penny's dog. And then we have the Chief. So these are all extremely rare figures, and to find them at a thrift store is unbelievable. And aside from the Mad figures and the cat, I don't know if they made a Dr. Claw. That's basically the whole set. I think I paid like $8 for all of them, so that's crazy. I mean, easily that little grouping right there sells between like $100 to $130 for all of them, so fantastic find. I also found some other neat things as well. This I just picked up pretty recently. This is made by HG Toys, and they make a lot of weird off-branded stuff. And I've never seen this before. I haven't seen any of these on eBay, and it's a really cool Voltron water pistol, the Blue Lion. And yeah, just really neat. Has a little plug on the top. And I've never seen anything like this branded Voltron. You extend it like that, and then it shoots the water. And just really crazy. I've never seen anything like that. So that was neat. That was a really fun find. And this was fun too. I didn't never seen anything quite like this. I thought it was just like the car for the figure for like Michael Knight, but it's a Knight 2000 Knight Rider kit car. And it's not what you think it is, like an RC car or anything like that, but it's an AM radio. So how bizarre is that? That's just so crazy. But it displays nicely, and I think it's cool. So that's unusual. So very glad I picked that up. Also some other cars. These are very rare. I found them sealed. These are made by Ertl. They're from the movie The Cannonball Run. And we have the Hawaiian Tropic stock car. We have the Ferrari. And we have the ambulance. And I think this is almost a full set. There might be only like one or two that I'm missing, but again, very rare to see these sealed. And you don't see anything from the Cannonball Run really at all, so very unusual to see that. Also, I found some TMNT stuff. I found Leonardo's Triceratops from the Dino Turtles. So that's pretty cool. I already have him in the Cave Turtles, so now I got, missing the saddle, but have the Triceratops. They're pretty difficult to find. And now this is one of my better finds. I had already had it before, but I just recently picked up another one now, and I have a complete Shredder-mobile. That's what this is. Now, this is one of the hardest to find vehicles in the entire TMNT series, and I found all the other pieces at a flea market that I went to a lot. And so I found the spiked wheels on the side, and I also have Super Shredder that goes with this. So the entire thing's complete, and that's easily a $50 vehicle all day long. 100% complete, very, very hard to find. So that's really nice. And also just recently I picked up, thank you, big shout out to my friend Leyland, helped me to ID this. This is a Bandai, and I thought it was a Godaiken, because it wasn't showing up in any of the like the regular Bandai GoBot feeds. And this is actually, I have a few like Shogun Warriors and things like that, but this is like actual Japanese, meaning like mainly primarily sold in Japan. Little transforming Godaiken robot, and he's like a spaceship. Actually, flip the center thing in the middle. And he's like a space cruiser. Now, there's a larger one of these that transforms into a space pistol, but this is the smaller die-cast version. And then you flip up his feet, and you'd move his arms out. I don't want to move his arms out because they're really fragile. They could break very easily. And then he has two little arms here you can see underneath. They would fold down, and that's his robot mode. And yeah, these things are pretty rare. He's about like 25 and up. So really cool, and I just love like Japanese robots and toys, so that's really neat. Really glad that I picked that up. This I picked up in a collectible toy store near me. I was really surprised it was underpriced. I think I paid $6 for this. You guys remember I did a review on the Sega Pocket Power toys. I've never seen this before. This is a knockoff Sega Pocket Power. There are a couple of these on eBay. It's sealed, and it's a complete total ripoff of the helicopter in the Sega Pocket Power series. So I just thought that was really unusual. I've never seen anything like that. And I didn't even know that anybody had done bootlegs of those toys, so really cool. Also kind of random too. I think I paid 10 for this, possibly 15, but even if I paid 15, I think it's totally well worth it. Absolutely beautiful. This Dragon's Lair metal lunchbox. Now it doesn't have the thermos, but still, I mean, look at that artwork. That's absolutely gorgeous. There's the back of it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the sides or not, but it has him in different scenes that you would be in the video game. So really, really cool. That's one of my favorite things I've found in a very long time. And as far as miscellaneous goes, now I don't know how rare this is, but it sure as heck is interesting. I found this Radio Shack. You guys know I love my Radio Shack toys. It's a computer truck where you would put these little pegs in to make it drive in different directions. And they had just a regular Radio Shack one, I believe. But what's neat about this one is this is Radio Shack, and it has Tandy branded on it. Like, you know, their own private brand of computer supplies. So I've never seen like a Tandy... Like, you see Radio Shack branded toys, but never Tandy, so that's just really, really neat. And since that was a big part of my childhood growing up, I was like, wow, I was like, that's really cool that that's Tandy branded. So I thought that was really interesting. Let's see. Also, a more recent pickup that I just got. And I only paid $3 for this. Totally surprised when I found this. This is a Laramie motorized Uzi water machine gun. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember probably playing with these when you were kids. And it's 100% complete. I mean, this thing's like brand new. Even still has a KV toy sticker on the front. Check that out. We got the instructions. And this is way before they put orange tips on anything, so my god, that thing looks real. So, very, very cool. You definitely will not see this on toy store shelves today. My god. Absolutely not. And let's see, that's going to bring me to my very best of my best finds. The first one's a little small, but that doesn't make it any less cool in my opinion. And that would be amazingly on VHS. Sorry, I kind of stopped because somebody there's something written on the front of a on the front of the case. It's like, I fixed the back door. So that's weird. It's just like engraved in it. Never mind. It's totally random. Anyway, I guess somebody had a piece of paper on there and what they wrote just kind of bled through on the front of it. Really strange. But on VHS, I found an original copy. Now, this isn't the 84 original copy. This is the 92, I think. Yeah, I think this is the 92 version. But still, an original VHS copy of the Toxic Avenger. Are you kidding me? Like, you guys know Toxic Crusaders? Well, this is the brutal slasher movie that's based off of. And to find this out in the wild is crazy. In its current shape right now, let's give or take a $30 to $60 VHS. So that's really awesome. Absolute cult classic. Okay, and let's see. Next up, I found a original Xbox. This is the Halo Special Edition. And I got this for, I think, between 20 and 30 bucks, which is a great deal, seeing as it had the game, as all the cables and everything, the hookups. And then like a week later, it was missing the controller, so I found the controller for it for only $1. Everything works. Complete. This easily sells for around 120 bucks and up. So that's a great find. Very, very hard to find system. And the fact that it's complete and works, that's pretty amazing. My god, original Xboxes weigh a ton. Alright. And now for my very final, and I know I keep saying this, but I try to do it in tiers of like what I think is my cool stuff, my super cool stuff, and then my ultra cool stuff. Amazingly, this will not be my biggest find out of everything, but, well, neither size-wise or epicness. But this is the, let's see, I believe this is the 84, and this is the Vehicle Team Force Die Rugger Voltron. And that is 100% complete. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Found that at a flea market for $100, but in its current shape, I mean, the helicopter blades aren't damaged or anything. That's absolutely worth it. I'm a huge, insane Voltron fan, so this is just, like, I can't even explain how excited I was to see this. Like, I love everything Voltron. That's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, an awesome find, believe it or not my biggest find of the month. My biggest find of the month is a two-parter, but we'll get all the pretense out of the way and just show you guys what it is that I found. It was not cheap, but it is amazing. And oh my god, your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. It is a complete My Pet Monster with the handcuffs. Like, are you kidding me? Like, yes, again, I did pay $100 for this thing, but these guys sell anywhere between 120, 150 and up. You never see them with the breakaway cuffs. There's very little paint wear on the tips of the feet, but you never see these things. And I've wanted to add one of these to my collection for so long. And I mean, just look at that face. So cool. And just Ah, look at them break those chains. Oh my god, everybody loves doing that. One of the coolest toys in history. At least in my opinion. Awesome. And then a couple of weeks later, I found his little buddy. It's a My Pet Monster Wonster, which is his dog. Good boy. So he's supposed to have cuffs, but he's missing the cuffs. But so cool. Like now I have too much My Pet Monster stuff. How awesome is that? I got the monster, and I got his pet Pooch. He says, good job. These are very good flea market finds. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything that I showed over the past couple of months. Again, sorry for not having so much consistent uploads. I'm really trying to get better in that at that as time goes on, so I can get back into a better, more regular upload schedule again. I'm probably going to do these flea market videos kind of like this format, and maybe throw in some pictures of my common stuff that I find at the end. So it'll probably be like maybe once every 2 months, or maybe like once every 3 months. It might be like a quarterly thing, unless I go to a convention or something. And then show you guys just the best of what I find, because really behind the scenes you don't realize how much of a process this is to edit everything, and like to have like 50 or 100 things that I have to search my house and find and be like, oh, did I remember to show this thing and that thing? So it's just easier for me to just show the best of what I find. You know, it just makes it simpler, easier, and I hope you guys are still enjoying it. So thank you so much for still sticking with the channel. You know, I'm still here. 8 Brian and the King of Retro channel is not going anywhere. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying loyal, subscribing, and watching. And, you know, remember, definitely tell me about anything that you guys pick up. You know, follow me at 8 Brian on Twitter, the King of Retro homepage on Facebook. Definitely share photos, stories of anything cool that you guys pick up. I love to hear it. And until next time, guys, happy flea market hunting, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.